Well, I am here to do a van tour, and I thought I want a nice quiet place to do this. And what better place than a cemetery? Is that kind of creepy? I don't know, maybe, but I love cemeteries. And this is one of the best because, as you can see, the views here are just amazing. I just love it. Here is Clifford. Inside, I do have some extra little goodies in here I wanted to tell you all about. So let's go in and I will talk about them. The first goodie is this. This is my helper to get in the van. When I first got the van, I struggled to get in and out because it's pretty high off the ground for me. Maybe not for other people, but for me, it's a little bit high. And one time I was in the Lowe's parking lot and I didn't have any of this. I had nothing to hold on to. And I just tried to get up and it's like my leg just stopped working. Like my muscle just decided, no, not today, not today. And I fell backwards. Well, but first I fell almost into the van, and I hit my shins on the metal part of the van, and then I fell backwards out of the van onto the parking lot, and I rolled around, and it was extremely embarrassing. So then I decided to go online and get a little helper, and I will show you how I use it. So it just clips on this way, and it's really sturdy if I clip it on that way. If I try to clip it this way, it's just not as sturdy. So I kind of do it a little bit the opposite way of what you're supposed to do it, how you're supposed to do it. But for me, it works really well. And then also I wanted to show you, I got this little guy. It's a little step stool, and it folds up so nice. And then, bear with, trying to do this with one hand, and then it just folds out like that, and it's a nice little step to help you get in the van. And then a lot of people suggest, here's a little tip and trick, if you do need a step stool to get in your van, tie a rope around it. Okay, like maybe here, like down here or here somewhere. And that way when you're in, you just pull up the rope. You don't have to lean out of the van to try and get the step stool. You just pull it up and you're done with it, and it just folds up. Oh yeah, that's how much it cost me at Home Goods, $7.99. You cannot beat that. Okay, so we are in. I am sitting on my bed, my platform bed. And this is the view towards the cab. So you see I've got my blackout curtains, and as I showed in my last video, when they are closed like this, and I just keep them closed with a little binder clip because I had one, and when they're closed like this, you can't even see any light. And I was a little worried about that at first, and I actually used to try and put these up here because there's a gap, but when I looked out, you can't even see anything, even from that little gap, so it works fine. This was in my van. I'm not sure if it's in all Chevy vans, but instead of taking it out, we decided to keep it. And I'm really glad, because I used to, hang things up with magnets there, or like this. So I've got this hook, and I can put a couple purses hanging on that hook just from this magnet. And so I find that it's nice to have some metal exposed to kind of use magnets, but that's just me. I've got my fridge here. Now this is an Alpicool refrigerator, and you see it has two separate compartments and two separate cooling ranges. So one can be a freezer and one can be a refrigerator. This is, I believe, a 45 liter model, and it's got it has wheels on it, and it has whatever these things are called that I can't remember now for some reason. It's got these handles. It's got handles, and you can just, you know, drag it around wherever you want to take it. I don't take it anywhere. I just keep it here, and it's got enough room for all sorts of things. Then I have a bin with my jeans in it. Any pants go in there. Here's a tip. Here's a tip. Bins are your friends. Okay. Bins, bins, bins. I love bins. Bins are the best. They just let you put things in them and keep everything together, and it won't move around as easily as obviously just putting single things. So I'll give you an example. Yeah, I used to just shove stuff under the bed, and everything would just get all crazy, of course, and move all around. But I've got these little bins, and so now I've got all of Speedy's treats and foods in this bin, and it doesn't move around. And I'll tell you why. The best thing I bought lately was at Walmart had these little, like, they're kitchen mats. So that's not a good example. They have like a sort of rubber backing, but they're sort of felt on top. And so things don't slide on them at all. They move, but they don't slide. But they're super handy, and they're easy to just cut and fit around places. So I really recommend that if you don't have a super awesome floor like you know, all the cool van lifers do. Which I'm not. I mean, truth, I don't even have power yet. 3 months into the van life, and I don't have power yet. And that's part of if you've seen my previous videos, it's part of my electrician's problem who ghosted me, took a lot of my money. So I was left without power, and I still haven't really gotten to find someone who can help me with that. So still living without power, but I'm making it work. But anyway, let me show you some other things. Oh, you guys, this is what I do. I do this all the time. I just did a whole spiel, like a whole spiel, and forgot to turn on my video. Like, I pressed the button, but it didn't work. So I said a whole spiel to nobody. So anyway, I will go through everything again that I just said. Let's see. We're talking about bins, right? Is that where we left off? I want to show you these bins. In this bin, there's, I keep my netting up. So this folds out into like a really big, sort of kind of like mosquito netting. It's bug protection, really. And it goes on my door here, and it Velcros. And it just hangs down, and it's got magnets in the middle so you can get in and out. So this is really amazing. Very, very nice. However, one thing I will say about it is that it doesn't let all of the air in. It's the holes are really kind of close together, I guess, which it has to be, but it's kind of thick. I don't know. It just seems like if I don't have it up and I keep the door open, more air gets in. And some days that is really important. What is that noise? Is that a person? Hello? Oh. Okay, so I'll put these back. Another good thing is I have this bag ready at all times. This is my going to Planet Fitness bag when I go places to get ready. Hello? Someone out there? There's noises. I'm kind of freaking out. Okay. When I go to Planet Fitness, I have everything ready to go. My hair dryer, straightener, makeup bag, shampoos, everything. So I can just go at a moment's notice and get ready wherever I can find to get ready. So that's under here. And then my water jug. Okay, so this is what I was telling you when I realized that I didn't even have my camera on. So under here, more bins, very important. So when I first got into the van, I just shoved things in here like I was in a, oh my gosh, you know what? It's Speedy. It's Speedy making that noise. Oh gosh, I really thought someone was outside and like could have pounced on me at any minute. Oh, that terrified me. Okay. I don't know if it picked up on the noises, but whew, sometimes I forget all about Speedy. It's a tragedy. Okay. So anyway, I just put things in the cupboard like you would at home, and then like my peanut butter was like pretty heavy and it would just knock up against the door and open it and then everything would spill out, which is ridiculous. So I really realized that if you put things in these bins, they will not become projectiles. They will just kind of stay where they're supposed to be. So bins, ladies and gentlemen, bins. More bins up here, more storage. I love that. This is my kitchen area. Oh, I'll show you. I keep my water jug here. This is a really, I don't have plumbing either. So I just buy these little jugs, $3.99 or whatnot at the store. I put them, this is my towel. I put them up here. It's just kind of a makeshift little system I developed when I moved in, and it works for me for now until I can find someone to maybe help me with plumbing or when I decide to. But I have this, I dump that into this jug every morning before I leave. And then I put this here. Okay, let me give you another tip and trick. Hang on. Okay, so a really good tip. This is my number one tip. As I was thinking of things to tell you about, this is the number one. Okay. So when you pack up in the morning, when you have a van, you know, that everything will just fall over and slide around, and, you know, you have to put everything basically away. So as I would go, I would like, oh gosh, I forgot this, I forgot that. Oh, what's falling off now? Oh, I forgot that. Well, I quickly developed a system. If you do everything in the same order every morning, like I put this away and then I put that away and then I put my toilet thing, get my toilet together, and I do, all the little things that you basically have to do the same things every morning. If you do them in the same order every morning and it becomes a habit, then you won't forget something because it's just ingrained into you and it's just a habit. And that's the best way to make sure that you don't have surprises as you drive away from your parking area, wherever that happens to be. So that's my number one thing. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Diane, your van is really cute, but where's your toilet? Where do you go to the bathroom? Well, I will show you. This cute little basket and pillow hides my toilet. So I just take this off and pop out the toilet, and voila. So these little bags I showed you before, I double bag it, and I put 2 in here, and then I put these, not toilet paper, I put these. Okay, so these are horse pine bedding pellets, and they kind of look like that. Whoops, they're kind of this size and smaller, and they just sort of absorb all wetness and become like almost like a powder, but it just absorbs a lot of wetness, and it just kind of eliminates smell. There's no odor of urine or anything like that. And I empty this every morning and throw it out. But I'm not even gonna talk about the other thing. Well, if I go number 2, I empty it right away. Like I will find a garbage somewhere and throw it out. Luckily where I am, I can use my sister's garbage. And she loves that. Let me tell you, she does. So yeah, another great thing about this is I can just put it in here, and I think you're probably knowing where I'm going with this. Put it here, and I can just take it out, and nobody even has to know that there's a bathroom under here. And then I can just sit on here and have a nice conversation with someone who's maybe sitting on the bed area platform here. Or I can make my dinner when I'm sitting down. So it's very dual purpose. I'm very proud of myself for finding this basket and pillow that goes so well with my decor. I found it at Home Goods, so I'm kind of in love with that. And then I just put it out of the way very easily and go on with my day. So the next thing I wanted to show you was my closet, because I think this is probably my favorite part of my van. There's these holes in the side, one on each side. And so I found this rod, this kind of like closet rod at Lowe's, and I bought it, and it's adjustable. So it just fit right in there so perfectly. And I thought, well, there we go. I got my closet. And it does take away a little bit from the bed area, but it is well worth it. You know, you can put all your clothes up, and then I still have spots here in the back for storage. Yeah, having a full closet, I think, is pretty unique to van life. I don't know a lot of people who have this much hanging space in their vans. So, yeah, I'm proud of this. And that's probably why I'm not going to totally finish the van ever, because I like that little closet. I mean, I know I could just incorporate it into whatever I do, but I'm pretty happy right now. These are just blankets that I've put up here and just kind of hung in my own special way just to make it work, because when you need to get in a van quick and you don't have a lot of money to do the finishing touches, you just make it work, whatever you find. I found these blankets at Walmart, for like $13, and so I didn't feel bad like cutting them or putting glue on or whatever I do to get them up here. I think that's really fun, and it makes me happy for right now, so I'm going to keep it for right now. I have other things to do. Like I haven't done the ceiling yet, so that's probably on the list for like a cosmetic sort of thing, is to do the ceiling. It's all insulated, but it looks crappy. So, hi, hello, you can see me. This is my my entertainment center. This is a clip-on, it's adjustable arm to put. You can put your phone on there, your iPad on there, to just be hands-free and be able to just watch it, or, well, if you use it, it's very it moves around quite a bit. So I think that is a really great way to have a TV without having a TV. This is the latest thing I've put in the van, this little storage cubby, and I got these cubes. This has like been a life changer, because I have a place to put some clothes, some socks, all that kind of stuff. And just, it really upped the storage in this van like tenfold. It was really amazing. And then of course more baskets to put more stuff in. The amount of charging cords I have, well, let me get back to you. Hey, hang on, because I'm going to tell you about charging. All right, so charging, oh my gosh. I have found in a van with no power, that means no lighting. So I've had to try different things for lighting. Yeah, I had a light that was rechargeable, and it was great because I could make it go up on the ceiling, and it really kind of helped with the ambient light. But it would only last a couple nights, and it wasn't even all night. It was like a few hours each night, and then it would go dead. And then I would get my battery powered light. And then I was like, why am I doing it? And it's hard. I don't have power. I think I've mentioned that numerous times. I have no place to charge anything. So it just became really annoying, honestly. And then I just realized that battery power lights are better. Like this light, this Energizer one, you can hang it. It's got a couple different settings, high, low, and like a red light for some reason. And it, like, I have not put in new batteries in this, and I've had it for at least a couple months now. it just goes and goes and goes. This is the latest one I got. I'll show you. It's pretty cool. It's got a thing you can hang it from. This unhooks, and it can be like a dome light. It is really good. It's lasting forever, and it gives me some good light. When the battery powered lights go out, you don't need to go recharge it at a Starbucks. You just get in your drawer, in your well organized drawer with bins, and you find your batteries, pop them in, and you got more lights. So that's another tip. If you if you have a weird power situation, always make sure you have battery powered lights that you can use at a moment's notice, because that'll save you. Let me think of other tips and tricks before I let you go, and let's go outside a little bit. Oh, and I still have to show you this. I have to show you these things for my windows, so let's do that. Okay, Snorlax is being my cameraman, so that's very nice of him. Not that he really has anything else to do, so, Okay, another good tip that I thought of was, well, anyway, so let me show you this. I got these things. They're not really, really, really big underpants. They are to put over your door windows so that you can roll down the windows but bugs won't get in. And you get them on Amazon, and let me see if I can do it. I've never tried to put it on yet. Let's see. Okay, so as you can see, it's not totally put on right because that isn't supposed to be there. I might need to flip it around. But even so, it's kind of foolproof, or Diane proof, because it still works. So it's staying on there, and bugs aren't going to get through there, but you will still get the breeze and a little bit of privacy. So that's a win. I love these. Yeah, I just got them on Amazon. They're really cheap. Yay! It worked really well, and I have another one for the other side too. So I love that little tip and trick, and hopefully you will too. Okay, so I thought of the other thing that I was supposed to remember. When I first started in the van, I had just like a regular big old sort of trash bag, and I would fill it up, and a few days later when it was full, I would throw it out. But then I realized, that's starting to get kind of smelly maybe, and it's just kind of a pain to have a place for it because it got kind of big. So the best thing to do, honestly, this is like another one of my number one tips. Get a small trash bag. I have these, and I ran out, so I can't show you, but they're black, and they're just sort of small. I don't even know how to explain them, but they're small. They have drawstring. And so I put that night's trash in there, and then in the morning, it fits my my toilet bag as well. So I put that in there, and then you throw that away instantly, and you don't have trash build up in your van. You don't have any smell in your van, and it's just really, really easy. And I can't tell you how I've enjoyed doing that rather than having a big old trash bag that have to move here and there depending on where I am in the van. Yeah, so that is one of my number one tips as well. And I'm gonna just kind of leave you here with this pretty view. Yay! It's so cool here, I love it. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this van tour, and I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing for the next video. I got some dares. I got a couple dares from people, but it wasn't so much sort of van life dares. They were more personal dares, which I think will be fun. And I will do. There's one of them I will do. I will let you know. Spoiler alert. And but that will be coming up. But if you have any dares for me or anything you want to see me do with a van, that would be really great. I would love any ideas you have to make the channel better. Yeah, anything like that. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. This is not the best way to to end the video. Yeah, any comments about your tips and tricks that you have that would help my life, that would be great. So any advice you can give me, you know, 3 months in, I would really appreciate it. So please do comment. I enjoy that part of my YouTube experience. So, and again, buy me a coffee. Okay, someone out there bought me 3 coffees last time with my last video, and I just want to thank you so much. That's so generous of you. You didn't leave your name, so I don't know who to shout out, but if next time you leave your name, I will shout you out. So thank you so much. You know who you are. I really, really appreciate it. And again, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Oh, I didn't secure Snorlax, and look what happened. He fell right into the trash can. Poor guy.